carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. The 40, 30, the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A 28-yard gain.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st down, Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Fournette, a 1st down carry. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
The handoff.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight down. There you go. 45, Mike, 45. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Now Bridgewater. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
At the 27-yard.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Here's a give to Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Pass complete to number 13.
Mike Evans hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen with Davis. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
A gain of 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Brady's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
25, LaShawn McCoy.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the gun on 3rd down. Brady to Evans on the slant. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Brady's pass.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Panthers 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. 11 yards there. First down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Leonard Fournette.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's complete, right around the 8. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets it.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
Complete to number 80.
O.J. Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier. DeVito.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 33 yards that time.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Check 15, check 15.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Loss of 1.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Brady on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete.
It's 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter from Charlotte. Throwing again. Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run with Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
The ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Brady flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out of the gun, Bridgewater, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 34.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And 2.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. He can... Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Leonard Fournette on the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
47-yard line.
On play action. Now Brady. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
To Mike Evans.
Mike Evans with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Bridgewater. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Alabama, ready? We own it. We own it.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bucs, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.